Hello, welcome back to our playthrough of Morrowind. In our last video, we went to visit the main city of Vivek, speak to 3 different informants there to learn a little bit more about the Nerevarine cult and the Six House cult. We managed to get a little bit of information and collect a book called The Progress of Truth. So we're going to go report this complete.
I'll be happy to help.
And we'll see if we can get a new quest here. Okay, it looks like he wants some time to think about this and wants us to do more freelance work. Yeah, he's just saying go brush up on our skills and come back when we're ready, so we need to go do something non-main quest related today. I'm thinking about going to look for some new armor and weapons. Of course, we haven't really done too much raiding yet, so I think we're going to go get into some trouble today. See if we can come back with some new gear. Now we're gonna lay down a mark spell here so we can fast travel back to the Thieves Guild if we get into any trouble. Of course, our mysticism skill kind of sucks, so it might take a couple tries to cast this spell. Really got to work on some of our magic skills a little bit, maybe get some training at some point. There we go. Now we can fast travel back here if we manage to get a price on our head. Now I think the best way for us to acquire better gear is probably head towards kind of the late game areas. Which thankfully isn't too far of a hike from Balmora. So we can't really fast travel there in any way. There's not really a good public transit way to get up towards Red Mountain. So we're going to have to travel by foot a little bit in this video, but we need to raise some of our combat skills anyway, so I'm sure we'll be getting into a few fights with some cliff racers and cave rats as we go. I don't think it's that way. I think we gotta go past Fort Moonmouth here. I don't spend too much time in these big Imperial forts. They're just not fun to navigate and there's not much to them. I think you can join them and do quests for the Imperial Legion, but just doesn't seem like something that interests me. They make you wear all their gear and armor, and it's a whole big thing, and then do very boring quests. Okay, here, so if we go up this path, we should reach Ghost Gate and Ghost Fence. It's kind of an area you're meant to go to towards the end of the game, but I know if we go there now we can get some better gear. Now that looks like the bridge we were fighting on top of earlier when we were headed to get that Dwemer puzzle box. I hate these things, they paralyze you. We are stuck. There we go. Oh, got us again. Now, I've been trying to be better this playthrough of disposing of corpses when we kill things. I've played through this game before and never disposed of any corpses. And it just felt like the game slowed down after a while. I'm not sure if it's kind of trying to remember where all these things are in the world map. Taking a look at what spells we've acquired. Need to work on our restoration as well, so every time we get hurt a little bit, we'll probably try and heal a bit more with magic and less with potions here and there. So we can make sure we're gaining these levels properly. I'm sure that won't be the last cliff racer we see today on this little journey. They are kind of everywhere in this area. Now it looks like we have a Daedric shrine. They're usually full of Daedra worshippers, but they're some of the more powerful enemies in the game, so I don't want to face them early on in our playthrough if we can avoid it. We'll definitely go raid some of those later in the game, but if we go in there now, we're probably going to get our butts kicked. As nice as this flame sword and Dark Brotherhood gear is, I think we can do a little better. Just have to make it to Red Mountain and the Ghost Fence. I'll probably try and stick to like some light armor though. I know everyone loves the good old Daedric armor, but wearing all heavy armor just doesn't seem to suit this character. We use a lot of combat, but we also use a lot of magic, so I want to be wearing armor, but I want to be wearing lighter armor, I think. Something was chewing up our frame rate for a second there. Yeah, instead of healing with a potion, I think we'll restore magic with a potion and then heal with magic. Alright, finally we can continue on. You're getting distracted a lot by these cliff racers. Should actually work on my marksman skill on them. Picked up a crossbow at some point. There's just someone selling them in Balmora, so I went and bought one. Just so we can work on our marksman skill. It's kind of nice later in the game when you're flying around a bit more. These cliff racers are everywhere to just be able to shoot them out of the air. The other option would be, instead of working on marksman, we could just raise our destruction skill and learn to fire fireballs at them, but I don't know, there's just something so satisfying about shooting them out of midair with a crossbow. Alright, we gotta be getting pretty close to this ghost fence here. This is part of the landscape of being close to Red Mountain. It's these big open paths where I think someone tells you at some point that these are formed from like lava flowing out of Red Mountain when there was an eruption in the past. Kind of just like burned out these pathways that you can walk through. Okay, here's the ghost fence. And this area we're coming up to is called Ghost Gate. It's actually the gate that lets you into Red Mountain, and there's a couple towers full of late game NPCs and equipment, which is where we want to go. As soon as you pass into Red Mountain, the enemies get a lot tougher. There's a lot more disease, and this magical gate is kind of there to keep the enemies and disease in. Kind of a magic fence being put up by the three gods of the region.
I suppose you're looking for a tavern. I'm sure I can't help you.
Alright, we're gonna have to save here. Just in case we get into any trouble, because that's actually the kind of the plan here. There we go. Before we pick any fights, we better heal. Let's use our invisibility. And we want to cast Door Jam. Because we don't want all the NPCs coming in. Basically, we want to steal a lot of armor from this room, and this guy's definitely going to attack us if we do, so we don't want every NPC in this tower attacking us because they're all pretty powerful. We'll die pretty quickly if we gotta fight all of them, so This is an easy spell. There we go, the door is locked. That shouldn't have been as difficult as it was.
You will die.
Believe it or not, the bounty for killing him is probably less than the bounty for stealing the gear here, because the gear is worth so much money. We would get a very expensive price on our head if we stole it before we kill him. So we have glass gear here. Don't want that. Don't need that. It's already going to be a lot of carry weight. We don't need to pick up any of this cheaper gear. As you can see, we got glass boots, shield, we got glass sword, helmet, bracers. Now we're a little heavy. Wonder if we can use some repair hammers. Want to bring our carry weight down a little bit. It's considering us in battle because everyone outside the door is mad at us. It's a good thing we locked that door, or we'd be getting our butt kicked right now. Let's try and see if we can find a way out of here. Again, because we left a mark spell in the Thieves Guild, we can actually just cast recall and transport back there and pay off the price on our head now. We just need to manage to cast that spell because our mysticism skill sucks. There we go, we're back in the Thieves Guild. Need to bring down our carry weight so we can move. But now that we're not considered in battle, we can actually repair our gear and get rid of some of these hammers. At least we'll have fully repaired glass gear now, and weapons. Problem is our armor skill's getting better, so we didn't waste as many hammers as we needed to. We're still a little overweight. We're gonna have to drop a few things. Nope, just slightly over. We need to drop like 1 pound. Where's something that weighs like 1 pound? Got a lot of ingredients here. Just trying to see what's not valuable but also heavy. There we go, we're moving again. So we got a price on our head. Okay, not bad, 520. For the amount of loot we just managed to steal there. So our armor rating's 33 at the moment. Let's see how we can improve that with this glass gear. I don't know if that's the shield I want to use. Yeah, I think this one's higher armor rating. Looks cooler too. going to be very green with all this glass gear, but you can see we almost doubled our armor rating picking up that gear, and we got a few glass weapons now as well, so that's going to help us out a lot with some enemies we're going to run into later in the game.
Move Sarah.
Since we're sticking with some lighter armor, the glass set of armor is one of the better sets. Definitely probably not meant to have it this early in the game, but since we managed to cast a bunch of spells, steal it all, and sneak out of there, we got some good gear early on.
My time is precious, so make it quick. Make it quick, Outlander.
We will definitely have to sell off some of our extra gear, so maybe we'll head to Caldera, go see our little creeper friend that has all the money.
Where is that slave?
There's actually two
I suppose it is my duty to help
two
those-
non-human
What's this then?
characters that have money in this game. There's this creeper in the manor in Caldera, and then hidden in the overworld there's actually a mud crab that has like 8,000 gold, or I forget whether it's 8 or 10,000 gold, but it's such a pain in the butt to get to and find that
Better be important.
I prefer just to sell to this guy, even if it means we make a little less money here and there. Just want to get some of the extra gear out of our inventory so we're not carrying so much weight. Let's get rid of our old light armor. Dark Brotherhood gear. It's still pretty valuable, 3,000 for that stuff. Alright, so we made 3,000 profit, and we have some much better armor and weapons. We also have some more stuff we can sell to this guy. Here you can see that one shield's worth like 20 grand. He only has 5. I wish there was a way to just type in the number to lower it, instead of having to hold this like arrow. I wonder if that max sale button would do it. Anyway, we'll probably just do this off camera. I'm not going to make everyone sit through us doing that. We'll sell that off camera, and we'll have probably an extra 15 grand from those couple shields. 10 or 15 anyway. That'll be enough to get us lots of training and raise our level a little bit. Or maybe we'll just raise our non-main skills for magic, because we need a lot of mysticism, alteration, that kind of stuff for later in the game. Otherwise, we're never going to be able to cast levitate.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Part of the main quest, you need levitate's almost required unless you're going to buy potions. There's a couple places we're going to have to go. One flying island above Vivek. And we're going to have to do some business with the Telvanni later. They're one of the great houses here of mages, and they live in big towers you can only reach through flying.
What assistance?
Yeah, Morrowind's a bit of a different game from Skyrim and Oblivion that way.
My time.
There are basically 5 great houses in Morrowind, but only 3 are on this island.
Traveler.
2 are actually only on the mainland, House Indoroil and House Drez. They're very not friendly for outlanders, so we can't really do business with them. On the mainland, we have House Redoran, House Telvanni, and House Halalu. And we're going to have to do business with all 3 of them later in this game. We can choose to join one. I haven't decided who or if I'll join one of the great houses. But we're going to report to Caius now that we've got some new gear and see if we can continue on with our main quest.
You seem like very good company.
Okay, he wants us to go to Alderun and find an Ashlander to learn about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarines. So we're going to do that in the next video because we're getting up there in time. So we'll be heading to learn about the Nerevarine cult and the Ashlanders in the next video. And that's going to do it for today. So as always, thanks for watching and come see us in the next Morrowind video.